Hey guys, welcome to the uh welcome back to the Stanley Cup Finals. So I recorded this video, obviously, and it was about an hour and 10 minutes. So like 7 videos is how I do it. So like 10 minutes per video, and as you can see here, I made a few line changes. I put Domi up to the first line left wing, and put Klimchuk back down to the fourth line spot. What else did I do? There I just put Zingle on the third line there. I put Rick Nash on the fourth line. The third line right wing. And then I forgot to turn my mic on. Dumb me. And then I ended up putting I ended up taking Shore off for Komarov because I do that in a couple minutes. I noticed that or not in a few minutes, but in a few seconds here. And I noticed that Komarov actually has a goal and 4 assists or something, and I'm kind of like, maybe I should have Komarov playing instead of Shore, because Shore was only 77 overall. So I ended up putting Komarov in instead of Shore. Because I just wanted, because Shore wasn't really doing much, if I remember correctly, and Komarov, had a goal and 4 assists, I think it was, and was a +5 or something. I'm pretty sure it was a plus player. So I'm looking at Domi here because I was like, I was mentioning how I put Domi on the first line because I needed to get him going, and then I make that change because I looked at the whole playmaker sniper situation, and I wanted a sniper on the first line, because both Brown and Stone aren't snipers. So I decide then to put Hoffman on the first line left wing, and again I go to season stats because I'm an idiot. And I put Domi on the second line left wing because again I noticed that Domi's a -4 and Shore was a -1 or -1 I should say. So I decided, Shore's not really doing all that well. Let me take Shore off for Komarov. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm pretty sure this is what I'm doing right now. I take Shore immediately off. Yeah, I switched Giuseppe to the center spot, and then I put Komarov in. And then I kind of look at a few other players to think, should I make anything else? Because I'm kind of procrastinating right now. I really want to win the Stanley Cup Finals. If we don't win it this year, we're not going to win it any other year, I don't think. And I was just so nervous. I was like, should I do these changes? Should I not? I actually can't remember if this is actually the final lines. No, this is the final lines, because I remember I didn't want Klimchuk a sniper on the fourth line. I wanted just a fourth line full of two-ways and have 2 snipers alongside of White, even though White will take a lot of shots anyway, because White's a player that takes a lot of shots anyway. So I say, you know what, enough procrastinating at this point. Let's just get right into the game, and so I do. Because it's 1-1 right now. Colin White wins over Brinkrat. Let's go over this first period in a few seconds, because I'm still procrastinating. So, there goes the first period, and Patrick Kane gets his first goal of the series. I'm pretty sure it was his first goal. But Di Giuseppe was, he scored there. And I make a little comment about how, oh man, because I said I don't really trust in the fourth line to score, and our first goal scored is from a fourth liner. Second period, Mike Hoffman gets one past Crawford, and it's 24 shots to 14 right now, I think, if I can read that correctly, because I can't full screen it. from where I am recording my audio right now. Sorry about that cough. I would get my Pepsi, but I can't do that. So let's go into the third period here. We need that support goal for the boy. And are we going to get it? Is Chicago going to tie it up? And Morgan Klimchuk, he gets the goal. And that's a big one. And look at that. Fourth line, third line, first line, and now Cody Cece's like, I want to join in on the fun. He gets a goal too. So a solid game on home ice in Ottawa. I checked the 3 stars. It's Carter Hutton, the boy, Mike Hoffman, and Leo Komarov. He gets put into the game. I make a comment about this. He gets 2 assists. So immediately Komarov comes in and he gets 2 assists. So again, I think when you're doing be a GM mode or franchise mode, at least in this game, you really want to make sure you have the depth. Because again, we don't really have any singular great player other than Mark Stone, who's an 88 overall. After that, we have like everywhere other than under like 85. So Patrick Kane from Sod and Taze, I kind of didn't read that, but I was just looking at the box score to see who individually scored. You can pause it there to see who got the assists and the goals, but hit the mic again. I didn't want to overly commit to looking at everything, so I just did that, essentially. And then I look at player stats for some reason. I think I looked at player stats because I wanted to look at... Well, actually, yeah, because I noticed that Miller got an assist, and I was like, anybody doubting what I traded for Carlson? Because I traded Miller. I got Miller in that deal. And Miller obviously has been a really good player, 84 overall and a $4.3 million contract, who will be with us for the next 3 years. After this season, of course. Well, I guess after these playoffs, I should be saying. Because right now, where I finished this series, this session, I should say, we're at free agency right now. So I know what happens. I know who wins the Stanley Cup and who doesn't. But I also want to say this, because I don't think I said this during the last session. Both Chicago and Ottawa are in the Stanley Cup Finals, who are both me and Chicago. But I didn't even remember this until like after the playoffs. We have Chicago's first as well, so we have both 31st and 30th. Patrick Kane gets a goal there on Hutton. And then I make a little thing about how in the first period of the last game we were leading 12-10 in shots, and now in this period they're leading 12-10. And then you see this, Patrick Kane gets a hat trick. Mark Stone gets 1 to tie it, but then Patrick Kane gets 2 in this period to get a hat trick, and then Jonathan Taze also gets 1. Which it was bound to happen, especially against the Blackhawks. So it wasn't anything I was overly oh man, our defense is crumbling, but it's not, because it's the Blackhawks, it's Kane, it's Taze, right? Cody Franzen gets 1 there. Are we gonna get another one? We need another one, boys. Oh, we got the power play. Are we gonna get another one, or is this just too easy for you guys to tell that we actually don't get anything? Because we don't, and we lose this game 4-2, going back into Chicago. And I noticed that Patrick Kane here, look at this, he has 23 goals right now. And I noticed it, and I'm like, wait, he has 23 goals? Go to the 3 stars, Patrick Kane, Jonathan Taze, and Brandon Saad. Sorry about that. So I was like, he has 23 goals, that's a lot of goals. But you're going to have to find out his point totals in the next episode, because we're running out on this episode. So that's the first episode of this whole thing. See you in the next one.